Hello everyone, my name is Anarchy Blackout and welcome to a video that I never thought I would be doing. But today we are going to be reviewing the Earth Defense Force ports for the Nintendo Switch, which includes 2, 3, and 4.1. These games are exclusive to the Nintendo Switch in Japan and probably will never see a Western release, as if they planned for it, they would have done it by now. But without further ado, enough of all of that yapping. Before we review the main games, let's start off with the boxes first. So starting off with the basics, let's go over the boxes. I already went over EDF2, but let's do it again. We're all good. We're all good. One thing you'll notice is if you feel the box is how the opening spot is huge rather than the Western Switch game box, which is just a small gap. We can look at the back and we already know what we're in for. Bug killing, fiery, explosive action. And on the back, we have some Japanese text that also gives us a small feeling of what we will be getting in the game. For the back of Earth Defense Force 2, we read, "Gather EDF members, protect the Earth from giant creatures." We see the infantry, Pale Wing, and the Air Raider. For Earth Defense Force 3, we read, "Invasion of Alien Lifeform, EDF members sortie." And we can see that we can also play as the Pale Wing class from Earth Defense Force 2. And 4.1, we read, "Alien Lifeforms attack again. All EDF members should sortie." When I saw these, when I got them in the mail, you can only imagine how excited I was to play them. Now let's take a look at the cartridge. It's nothing new, very simple, especially on the 4.1 cartridge. It's a little hard to read, but that's not stopping me. Now without further ado, let's get on to the main game review. This one is a rather funky one, because this was originally a PS2 game that was then ported to the PSP, but then was ported to the PS Vita that featured the Air Raid class, and then was ported to the Nintendo Switch. So it definitely went through a lot of ports. It's nothing much other than being the first mainline EDF game to be ported to Switch. You can't really say the graphics are bad because, like I said, this is a PS2 game that went through many ports. And let me repeat, a PS2 game. The graphics are going to be blocky, but it's fun. The first couple of enemies aren't much of a hassle to deal with, but once you get to the other levels, you'll encounter more pain in the ass type enemies, like the lanky ass robots, the deflection gunships, the redder ants, the gray spiders, bomber drones, and especially that goddamn mothership. It's a pain in the ass if you don't have your armor level at 1000 or above. Sometimes the missions are just unfair and stupid at times, so if you have to beat a mission on easy instead of normal difficulty, I can't really blame you. It's just unfair like that at times. I mean, I beat the mothership on easy because normal felt like Inferno difficulty. And after beating the game, I got an ending that felt like a movie ending where the budget ran out and could only add text. And I mean that in a good way, stating how the warrior that took down the mothership ended up getting caught up in the explosion. Amazing. I'll rate it a solid 6 out of 10. Next after EDF2 is Earth Defense Force 3, or 2017 in the West, but I shall be referring to this as EDF3. This one, just like EDF2, jumped from console to console, originally on the Xbox 360, then ported to the PS Vita as Earth Defense Force 3 Portable. Now we have Earth Defense Force 3 for Nintendo Switch. It runs really well, and the graphics look really well compared to the Vita. It's not as blocky as it was, but certainly not Xbox level graphics. You can see what I mean if you just look at the NPC soldier models, how they still look like they were stuck in the PS Vita. And if you zoom in on the bottom of the mothership with the glowing dots, and how they look awfully pixely. Another thing is the sound mixing. You can barely hear the gun sounds unless you turn down voice and background music and turn the volume all the way up on your Switch, headphones, or TV. Then maybe you could hear a single shot. But will I let graphics and bad sound mixing hold me back from enjoying a game? The game was amazing. Guns were too. The vehicles you can use also helped out a lot. When it comes to fighting the mothership, it's also really good. Though the frame rate will drop down to the single digits when you take out the genocide cannon, but surprisingly, the frame rate doesn't drop down to shit when the mothership is in combat mode for both phases. The ending felt really good, especially with the image displayed at the end. As peace returns to the planet, the people are heard chanting a single name, and that name is EDF. Yes, I know what you're thinking.
But Anarchy 4.1 is the most graphically demanding game. How could you put a graphically demanding game on the potato Switch? Blah blah blah.
To that I say, shut your simple ass up. They ported it and it's fabulous. Only in docked mode. Okay, I will admit, when playing 4.1 in handheld, the FPS is fighting between the double digits and single digits, especially during the first mission and the final mission. So truly the best way to experience 4.1 is dock mode, but it also does run well when handheld. There's some missions where it runs smooth that I forget that I'm even playing this on a Switch. It genuinely surprised me how they took a PS4 game and PC game and ported it to the Nintendo Switch, and it doesn't even look that different. Like, holy shit, that's amazing. And that concludes the Earth Defense Force for Nintendo Switch review. My name is Anarchy Blackout, and I will catch you all next time. Peace out.